welcome to the video. We're going to be going over all of the winning signals for the VIPs last week. Now, it was a really good week for us. We had a 75% win rate and we caught some really big moves. The smallest move we caught did at least a 2 risk to reward. So let's get stuck in. The first signal was the SP500. Let's just let it play out. I'll talk you through the trades. There we go. Look, we started a 5-minute downtrend. We started a 5-minute downtrend, and I'm expecting we're just going to shoot straight up in a straight line and tap our zone. There we go. And that's entry on that 5-minute candle close. That is where we entered this trade. It's the same thing. You're just going to see the same thing every time with these videos. Always the same thing, but here we go. The trade after this was on the SP500, so we can just let this play out. Absolute mega dump. And there we go. We're coming up to the next trade, which was also a sell. Oh, I didn't mean to move that. Let's get that out of the way anyway. That trade in total did a 9.86 RR. It's not over yet. But we caught another trade on the way down of this massive downtrend. We always trade with the trend. And the longer the established trend, the better. The easier it is to trade. That's why everyone printed money trading gold last year. I built my house trading gold last year. It was so easy. It just went up every day. So anyway, and we've got this beautiful entry model that just allows us these precision entries with these really tight stop losses, and that really is key to getting a good risk to reward. It looks like we entered this on the 1-minute chart, or have we not entered yet? I think I faded this bit, and then we entered. Yeah, let's go down to the 1 minute because it seems like I've caught a 1-minute entry. I didn't even wait for the candle to close. 3.73R, just in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. So beautiful trade there. I think we did quite a lot of 1-minute entries last week, if I remember rightly. The next trade was on gold. So let's go. I think we're coming to it there, 2.25R. Yep, that's right. Let's go. Let's see how this one plays out. Gotta try and get through this as fast as possible. There we go. We're clearly downtrending. Let me zoom out so you can see. We're clearly on a massive downtrend. The whole markets were crashing last week, as we know. And here's our demand zone. It's actually a 30-minute demand zone. I should write 30M on that one. Supply zone, sorry. There's a 30-minute supply zone with a 5-minute supply zone inside of it. And when they cross over each other like that, it's a very powerful zone. So it's always good to mark out the 30-minute zones as well as the 5-minute zones. Here we go. A lot of value in this video. Let's go. Was that it? Did we just do that little trade on the 1M? Was that really all we did? I think we were trading a lot of 1 minute. Yeah, we were. We just did a little 1-minute reaction trade off that. Did a 2.25R. The next trade was on oil. Ignore the white lines. It's just where I've marked levels of liquidity. I was probably explaining to somebody on TikTok or something. Because people ask me, a lot of these trades are taken live on TikTok, by the way, guys. So follow me on TikTok if you're not doing that already. And you can catch these live with us. Clearly, same thing again. We're on an uptrend. We formed a demand zone, the last bearish candle before this big bullish move here. Levels of liquidity, that's what these white lines are about. These are all levels of liquidity. And let's see what happens when the zone comes down and it touches our zone. Boom. I think I faded that entry. I was super locked in for some reason and we got it in there. There we go. Or we might have took a loss getting in. I'm not sure. I think I managed to fade the first entry though somehow. And there we go. That's how that one printed. And then look, the moon came. The new moon. That's my new moon indicator. The new moon came and actually turned market bearish, which is what people say it would do. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. The next trade was on gold. We've got quite a lot of trades to get through, guys, so I'm going to go as fast as I can. Okay, here we are approaching the gold trade. Clearly downtrending on the 5M. It's a 30-minute zone, so it might be a 30-minute setup. Let's have a look how price approaches the zone. If it uptrends into it, then I definitely... Oh, there we go. Just gone straight there. It's beautiful. This is a 5-minute sell. Yep. There we go. That's our entry. We're going to print a 2R on this. See how it pans out. Straight down. The next trade was on NASDAQ. No, it looks like we've missed it. They happened at the same time. I got us into 2 trades around about the same time. But there you go. It was a buy. It was a bit of a dodgy one because I mean it was uptrending and then it sort of got a bit choppy. Then it sort of looked like it was going to break out again. Then it gave us entry off our zone. Didn't do the move I thought it was going to. Oh, actually, I remember this well. When this happened in New York session, I believe. Yeah, this was New York Open. So when this happened, SP 500 was pumping. You know, like the Nasdaq and the SP usually move in correlation together, right? Not since SpaceX entered the market, apparently. The SP was up here. So I expected Nas to go and do the same move, but it didn't. We only caught a 2R, which is respectable, 2.1R. Anyway, on to the next trade. We took a loss then on the SP 500, which ended our 6-trade win streak. And the trade after that was a Nasdaq break even, which I'm super embarrassed about. And I never want to think about it again because I told everyone to go break even. And if I didn't say that, it actually printed like more than 20 risk to reward, like an insane move. Not that anyone would have held it for that long, but still, my fault. Never go break even. We don't do break even around here. The next one was Bitcoin. Right, here we are coming up to the Bitcoin trade. It's a short. Bitcoin's downtrending, as you can see on the 5M. Sorry about this chart. It's a little bit gappy, trading view. Gets a bit weird with some of the pairs. Bitcoin's one of them. Anyway, massive downtrend. And then let's see how we approach this zone. Straight up. Look, this is the exact price action we want to see. Just straight up breaker structure. Everyone starts thinking we're turning bullish. This is our entry model, and it absolutely prints, as you can see. That did almost 3.5R. It was a little bit less actually. I think I've measured that wrong because I wrote down 2.93 here. So anyway, it was around a 3R. Then we took a loss on oil. Then we took a loss on gold. And then off to the SP 500, my favorite pair to trade. Right, here we are coming up to the SP 500 trade. It was a big one. We did a 4R. We on a massive downtrend. It was really easy last week. We were just selling everything. The more the trend is established, the bigger the established trend, whether it be up or down, the easier the market is to trade, especially with my strategy. So always look for a trending market and trade that. That's why when gold got choppy, when the war started, and it stopped doing this and started doing this, I started trading Nasdaq and SP 500. Really doesn't matter what trade pair you trade, guys. I know some people think, well, I'm only locked into the gold chart because I've spent all year staring at it. Yeah, that was a waste of time. Anyway, here we go. New low. Boom. Look at this price action. This is the most beautiful. This is perfect. This is perfect. This is just on the massive, most biggest downtrend ever. We've made a new low and then just come straight up into our zone. Look at this and our entry. Rejection candle. We need a 5-minute bearish close. There's our entry. There is our entry. It's that easy, guys. It's the same thing every time. And look, we print. And after this, we traded gold after this. Same setup again. Look. Downtrending, 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 made a new low. And yeah, it could have been better price action upwards, but gold's a little bit like this sometimes. So even though the price action isn't perfect, it's still not an uptrend, is it? It's just pretty much gone up in a straight line, basically. Like, it's not making like higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, really. Really, is it? Almost, but not quite. That's what we want to see there. That was perfect, but unfortunately, I missed that one. It must have happened while I was asleep or something. It happened in Asia session. This is still good, and it's such a great zone, right? And we made a new low. We're coming off a new low, so it's still good. Anyway, we caught a really quick 3.2R here. Watch this. And then we catch another 3R right after it on gold. Consecutive 3R trades that I signaled for my VIPs because I'm a beast like that, right? Most people wouldn't even risk their reputation. If they've got you in a winning trade, that's it. They're not going to risk getting you in another trade that could turn into a losing trade. But I'm a beast. So there's our A+ setup. And then another A+ setup formed. Well, not A+, but pretty good, right? You see that? It's sneaky. It's a small one. It's a small version of our... We've got the supply zone. It's not been tapped. It's got a level of liquidity. The liquidity is qualified because we made a new low. And we've pretty much, boom, in one candle, took liquidity, filled orders in the supply zone, filled the sell orders with the liquidity that they triggered, right? Does that make sense? They trigger stop losses, so they force people to close their positions so that they can fill their sell orders, right? They've engineered the liquidity. That's how this works. And we're in on the 5-minute candle close, and there we go. So it was 2 sell signals in a row for the VIPs, and they were very pleased that they both printed three Rs, 3.1R and a 3.2R. And that was it. That was 14 trades for the week, 10 wins, 3 losses, and 1 break even, which I told you shouldn't have been a break even. Some people didn't break even. Some people printed on that, but I told people to break even, man, and we all got wicked out, and it went and absolutely printed without us. So we're never doing that again. It was a 75% win rate. The total potential RR was 33.42 risk to reward, although obviously nobody's going to get anywhere near that. Everybody does different risk to rewards because everyone manages their trades differently, right? And yeah, that was it. So if you want to join the VIPs, you need to DM me on Telegram, and we'll get you in. It's free, by the way. You just need to trade on Vantage, not financial advice. But that's it from me. Take care, everybody.